I've watched way too many people judge wines.
Oh.
And I just want this wine to just be as well represented as it can be because I want people to love Cab Franc. Graziano it's the carbonic is so much fun. It's also the least amount of work in the winery. We shut it in a stainless steel closed top tank and leave it for 21 days. And then come back, send it to press. It's anywhere from, presses out from anywhere 5 to 10 bricks, finishes in neutral barrel. And it just is, honestly, it's like Pop Rocks. It's like a cherry. It's like biting into a crunchy berry.
You know what it remind me of? A strawberry now and later. You know, when you get it, like, at a certain point you get it, and it's just like, oh, it's like, not when you started, kind of like when you were trying to, like, get it soft and chew it a little more. You're like, oh, that's it.
I can see that. I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is a 22. This one's a bit savory. Like, there's tannin. Like, it's a lot,
definitely,
lot
yeah.
happening.
This is a super food-friendly wine, especially for reds, people in the heat, looking for something, throw a little chill
Drink
on.
it chilled, drink it early, like a Beaujolais.
And Thanksgiving.
I was thinking pizza.
Pizza.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely like a margarita pizza.
I'm never going to say no to pizza. I used to work at Pizza Hut.
Oh, okay. Remember the pizza Milano?
No.
It was like a thicker kind of pieces. Like,
Oh, yes.
The Milano,
yes. I
that
dropped
used-
one of those on the floor and ate it.
that was my favorite pizza.
Pretended we never got the order. 'Cause that's what you have to do at Pizza Hut. Just act like you never got the order.
Oh, wow.
People get some.
This is lovely.
Oh, man.
That was a great worker.
It's delicious. It's got... It is. It's savory but fruity at the same time.
And it's so much fun. Like Alecia said, we just like put it in the tank. We let it ferment from anywhere from 12 to 21 days, and then press it, and then barrel, and then in the spring we rack it one time and it goes to bottle. So there's no filtering. There's, it's such minimal processing. We put it in the light bottle because we love the color of it, and it just it's meant to be fresh and cold and just happy.
That's
It's
Also, I don't know if you noticed the corks, but my kids do all the cork art.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. That's awesome. Look at
That's
that.
Jameson's worm.
Yeah.
And then that's his Happy Poppy.
Happy Pop.
Happy Poppy.
Willow's the real art. If we pull out a serious drawing, that's Willow's.
When we tasted the Simeon for one of our season 1 episodes, I told the story of the two wolves. It's a story I learned a long time ago. Would you like to tell the story?
Absolutely. The Two Wolves parable has been following me my entire life. It's a Cherokee legend. It belongs to different tribes, actually. But I always knew it to be a Cherokee legend until you really dig in, and it's many different tribes. But it's the story of, I like to say, grandmother talking to her granddaughter, and she's explaining that there are two wolves inside of each of us, and there's a war with these wolves inside of each person, and one wolf is greed and envy and anger and jealousy and selfishness and fear, and the other wolf is curiosity and compassion and generosity and love and all of these wonderful things. And the granddaughter thinks about it for a second, and she says, "Grandmother, which wolf wins?" And the grandmother says, "The one you feed." And I think that is so empowering and beautiful, and to me it's about balance. We've got all of it, but what are we feeding today? And one day can be better than the next. And to me, that also makes sense in the vineyard. It's all about balance. It's if it's got too much of one thing, it's not alive. It's not interesting. We are layered and complex, alive things, and so that's why. And we also live on Chumash ground, and where we are. So, yeah, that's why the story of two wolves, and she's my partner wolf.
She's your. Which one is she?
She's the
on the
good
day.
one. See, I got some good in me.
Yeah.
I'm trying
Of
to
course.
get her over to the dark side.
You have both in you. It's like Glinda says to Dorothy, you know, you have
Or
it in you all the
sadness
time.
says to joy.
Oh,
Joy in
yes.
Inside Out.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
many times. I love it. Yes.
I just saw Inside Out too. I was crying. My kids were like, "This is so meaningful." Anxiety.
But you know, it's one of those things. That, like, the older they get, they'll kind of understand and go through things. You
I
know.
think she laughs on the inside. Just like my husband.
Yes.
I tell them all the time I'm funny.
You are.
I tell them. When someone
They're
says
gonna
I'm
believe you one
funny,
day.
like, over anything, like, "What'd you think of my show? You were funny." I'm like, "Yes!" I don't even care if you liked anything else. We're done here.
That's so hilarious to me because as a fellow A-type, they tell me that I'm funny, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I am not funny. And
Yeah.
they're
You're
like,
very funny.
Yeah.
You're very funny.
Carol knows me to be funny.
Stop it.
Maybe the closest people to you don't see you as funny. Maybe that's what that is. But I see you as funny. Every time we talk, it's funny.
Oh, that's hilarious. I know, because we
That's
just
funny.
laugh all the time.
Because
You have to. Oh my gosh, you have to.
you used to check on me and you would make me laugh.
Yeah.
That's how you would, like, you know, that's how we formed our
Yeah.
friendship. Like, we knew each other, but then, you know, 2020 happened and she was calling, like, "Did you eat today?" Like, really just kind of checking.
Yeah.
And then she started telling me, like, funny stories. And that's literally why you're funny to me.
See?
Because, like,
You just don't like compliments either. You ate.
Takes one to know one.
That's right.
so,
That's funny.
I'll do Brene Brown. What do you don't know me.
and then we quote Brene Brown to each other. It's like, oh, yes.
You don't know me. Yeah, that's so funny. This is great. This is wonderful.
It's a really fun
Love the
wine.
Graziano.
What would you have with this? What would you like with
We've
it?
had some really cool pairings with this wine. And every year is different. So I think Chef Kren did like a custard with cranberries and pomegranates, which
Yeah.
was like a polenta custard, which was I mean, I don't know what else it was other than magic.
Magic.
We've done all kinds of things with this. What did in Denver at Food and Wine, what did we do?
In Aspen.
Aspen. Somewhere in Colorado. It had
time ago.
a hill. We hiked a hill.
It was.
You mean that grassy knoll?
Right there, we hiked that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it the?
I'm like, why?
I don't
chicken
know.
Liver crostini?
We were
Was it the
bored.
chicken liver? That was it, wasn't it?
It was the first time I ever had
Yeah.
chicken liver because I decided to be brave.
And it was with like a jam. It was like a little.
Oh, you had a fancy chicken liver.
How did
Yeah.
it go?
I'm from the South. Chicken livers are at a gas station. Like, you
Well,
know.
so I had scrapple as a kid until I
Oh.
realized what it was, and I was like, "How dare you! You could have
know what
just said
scrapple is.
you could have
You
just
don't know.
said you hated me.
Scrapple is
It's
like
the
hog head
scraps.
cheese. It's the scraps. It's like hog head cheese.
Okay.
Kind of in that way.
The scraps.
Yeah.
Because
It's delicious.
Yeah.
especially
Until you know.
until it's like
Ignorance is
fried
bliss.
with a side of grits. Come on now.
Oh.
So my family's from Fayetteville, North Carolina. So
Okay, this
Scrapple.
wine was shrimp and grits with literally.
Thank you for not saying scrapple.
No, I wasn't done yet.
Okay.
Shrimp and grits.
Shrimp and grits.
With a
Like a little bacon bit scrapple.
yes, yes. You see where I'm going here.
see
You're
that.
picking up what
I
I'm
can
putting
see
down.
that.
Thank
If
you.
you got me
does that
drunk enough, I haven't eaten a four-legged animal since I was 15 years old. If you got me drunk enough, I would try that.
But I would. The thing
Does
about
it
this.
make it salty? What does the
But I would
scrapple
hit-
add to
But
it?
I
It's
wouldn't.
salty
Okay.
and just.
But this is what I would do. I would grate the
grate?
scrapple.
Great.
No, I would grate the scrapple.
disgusting.
No, like this on top with the shrimp and grits, and then mix it. You wouldn't know anything. You're
You
thinking,
would just think you were in
Hog
ball
heaven?
heaven. Eyeballs, guys.
yeah,
Get out of the gutter.
Ooh. Oh, eyeballs. Eyeballs.
Well, not really. Yeah, probably.
but like that's how I think of it. Like when I talk wine, I talk food.
yeah, I know.
Like
I love that.
Well, that's
I need to.
That's the
honestly,
relationship.
Can I,
I mean,
come and
that's-
visit you and we just do snack pairings?
Snack parents, yes. So I did ask.
Or no, you come and visit me.
I
was
come
gonna
visit you.
say.
We'll come
Send me
and
a grocery
Yeah.
list and I'll go.
So this year at Aspen, it was called Snack Attack, and it was fine wines and crunchy cravings. That was the
I had to do
pairing,
that on a radio show once.
and
it was
it's
terrible.
really
It's all English snacks.
Oh no!
Marmite.
No.
Oh, Marmite. Oh.
No.
Oh my god.
No. We did. I did a Barolo with a pizza combo.
Okay.
Like, if you think about it in that term, like, that's how I think about it.
Yes.
Because both, like,
But how fun. If I walked into a wine store and somebody came at me like that, they're like, what are you eating? I'm like, I'm just having a burrito. And you're like, oh, I got a wine for that. That would be so fun.
Yeah.
Because then you're paying attention to all of it. Ray Isle actually told me, who is one of my dearest loves.
he's from
He was
Houston,
the
you know.
first time he was the first person I ever sat down and did an interview with.
Oh, wow.
And I was so nervous. I was going to New York for tour, and I was so nervous because I know he's like an Italian wine aficionado, and no one knows Italian wines except her and Ray Isle. And I got the wine list sent to me ahead of time, and we like went over it. She told me what to order and the story of it. I was gonna totally front just like I knew what I was talking about. And I sat down, and remind me that this story is about Berkeley, because I'll forget. And I sat down, and he's like, "You want to pick?" I'm like, "I'd love this wine list." This one, actually, do you know about this one? He's like, "Yeah, I do. Do you?" I was like, "No, you pick." I was gonna lie to you and tell you that I did. He's like, "Even Italian winemakers don't know what fucking grapes are."
Oh,
And I was like, "Oh, did we just become best friends?" And he's so humble.
Yeah.
Which brings me to, he went into a wine store when he went to Berkeley. And the guy was an absolute condescending, rude, arrogant mess. And it made Ray quit school. And that's what made him decide to go into the wine business, but make it fun.
I didn't know
And make
that.
it approachable. And I love that about him. Because I would have been like, screw wine. He's like, no, I will conquer this.
I love
And he has. The way he approaches all of it is with fun and enthusiasm. And it's just so fun to be around that.
If I walk into a wine store and I can sense that energy that is not fun, I walk right out. There's too many wine stores. There's too many wines. I don't want to deal with that. And I'm still a consumer, right? I go into stores and I go to my friends' stores and I'm like, what are you drinking? I mean, I look at people's Instagram like, what? Oh, that's what they're drinking? Oh, I want to have that too. And for, talking to consumers, especially, I'm Black. And the way Black people approach wine is very different. We really look at things in a totally different way. And I've learned that over time. Like, we equate it like with maybe what grandma cooked.
Okay.
We're into fine dining and all that. We love all that. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like, well, I don't want to feel intimidated because maybe my palate is McDonald's today. Maybe tomorrow it's a steak at the best steakhouse.
Yeah.
And you walk in and it's like, okay, well, maybe they want something sweet. Because I still get that. I work in the business. I can walk into a wine store and they're like, and I'm like, oh, what do you have that's interesting? Oh, sweet wines are over there.
Yeah.
And I walk right out.
Yeah, no, you would have to. But I would stay for a couple minutes after you walked out.
I used to. It depends on the day.
I'm looking for it. Where's the off-dry
I would have something
Riesling
to
that
say
goes with the Thai food?
But it depends on the day. And some days I just don't want to deal with it. It's just like, I don't want to deal with it.
Actually, my background singer, Stacey May, speaking of fabulous Black women, she came out and did Harvest with me in 2020, her and her daughter Campbell. And it was so much fun for her because she's a whiskey girl. So she taught me about whiskey.
Okay.
Her and Jenny, because Jenny Douglas is from Kentucky. And so I didn't know anything. I was terrified of whiskey. And they sat me down at a bar and they were like, this is what we're doing. I was like, I don't want to. But then she came out and made wine with us and she was like, this is awesome. It's like labor heavy and it's just a group of rad women at a time where her daughter was possibly transitioning and really needed to be around open-minded, loving people that she could, like, over the sorting table, we call it the sorting table stories. You just talk about all the things. And this was a 2-month period during lockdown where Campbell got to figure out who she was with all, anyway, tangent, but
It's so nice.
Yeah, everyone should have the opportunity to be greeted with enthusiasm and generosity.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks for listening to Just Getting Better with your hosts, Michelle Williams
And Julia Coney.
We hope you enjoyed our deep dive into some important topics impacting women today. To ensure you never miss an episode, click follow or subscribe.
Head over to isjustgettingbetter.com to sign up for our email list, as well as check out all the links and resources in the show notes. And be sure to follow us on social media. If you love the show, will you please help us build our community by sharing it with friends? Until next time,
Keep just getting better.
From the beginning, I think Cab Franc has been something that we both have been drawn
Instantly.
to at Two Wolves. It's just a really, really, really special Cab Franc.
It's
and
beautiful.
it loves growing
It's
there. Like, it just, some vines you have to tend a lot to manage
It's
them.
self-yields.
And
It just takes care of
everything.
itself.
It takes care of itself. It just is meant
But
to
it's
be.
also like there's those the hipster greens out there, and this is every year it's different. That sort of pyrazine green, funky, whatever. But it's always so. I don't know. I always see like a white, like a Sade concert where the white cloth is
wow.
in the screen.
Oh, there you
and
go.
it's blowing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like the green in Cab Franc. It's just Cab Franc is just like an elegant blowing fabric in a breeze, and Sade's there. Sade is always there.
Wow.
That's Cab Franc.
Wow.
This is Cab Franc. Yeah, that happened. I just did that.
But I love it. I mean, it's so
Oh, I'm exhausted.
like
what
we're
just
all
happened?
doing it now.
Like Will Ferrell in Old School.
Oh, don't even.
I was just at a Sade concert.
So you're trying to say this is like this is smooth operator.
This is just exquisite. I mean, I wouldn't blend it with anything. I would just like, this is perfect. It's
It's a smooth operator.
Occasionally, this is 100%, but occasionally, it is a smooth
It's
operator.
smooth operator.
Smooth operator. This is sometimes it gets like a percentage of PV or a percentage of Cab Sauv or sometimes Merlot, but
why? What are you doing
just
with that percentage?
giving
Actually,
it just
like
for me, I'm always concentrating. I'm obsessed with mid palate,
Yeah.
and every once in a while, it's just not there.
Okay.
Just to fill in like
Just
a little
wanna
bit
get
of,
that.
like if there's a hole.
Yeah.
I get really worried. I've watched way too many people judge wines,
Ah.
and I just want this wine to just be as well represented as it can be because I want people to love Cab Franc.
So, can I tell you, I have judged in some of the most prestigious international wine competitions.
Do you ever get nervous?
No, because it isn't what you think it is.
It's excruciating. You must be disgusted by the end of the day.
No,
It's
yes.
it's
You're just exhausted from tasting.
Yeah.
yeah, but it's like it's not.
Are you ever just surprised and floored by something?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
all the time.
It's so fun. Discovery is so much fun.
Yes.
Well, I do a lot of blind tasting for we blind for American, and there's some wines I think will be great, and then they show and you're like, I'm like,
I love blind tastings. I think it's the only fair way to go.
yeah. But also too, I've been at wine judging, and it's all paper. It's no pad.
Oh.
It was all paper.
Yeah.
The big international ones are all they're
I know some
Calibrating
I know, but you have to. Sometimes it's like, is this a faulty wine? It may not be my preference. So a lot of times
Sure.
you have
And
to
you have
take
to
your
get over your
preference out
preference.
of-
That's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like
That's hard.
WSET stuff. You got to be able to do the blind tasting, and it isn't whether or not you like it.
I love that I made it up in my mind that it's called We Set.
I love that you did too.
It's W Set.
It doesn't matter.
Thank you.
We said you call it whatever you want.
You can call it whatever you want.
Decades. I've been calling it We Set.
There's no
I
writer.
call it reset now because you call it
Because
reset.
it's not.
You know what? You know what?
W Set.
I call it We Set too.
So does Christine.
Oh, I pulled up her Instagram because I wanted you to just see. Have you seen this one? There's
tell you.
somewhere in
Bring my
her.
glasses.
You can't see it.
What's your prescription?
Here you go, Alecia.
Somewhere in her Instagram is a picture of the two of you together, but I know that
so I
that
met
doesn't.
her.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm an asshole.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
People, you
I'm a
meet-
terrible person.
you meet people all day,
I
every
am
day.
the bad wolf, guys.
No, you're not.
That looks like Kim Bowen. Is that her? She's gorgeous.
Oh, she's so. Yeah.
I've met her. Did I kiss her on her face?
I don't know if you
She's
did.
so cute. Oh my god, she's adorable.
She would love this Cab Franc.
She would love. Yeah,
She
she,
would love
is
this
a
cat.
she is a
She
wine
ran-
drinker.
Well, you know
Yes.
what? I want to come to your wordsmith wine word song. So
You might like.
I'll bring Cab Franc. Can I show you a really funny Malvasia video of my son?
Please.
So one day it's harvest, and Allison goes, "Hey, you guys want to jump in the car real quick? I gotta go check on my Malvasia." And it's at this local vineyard near us called San Ynez Vineyard. And I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it. I've never been there. I want to check out that vineyard. It's huge." And I'm like, "JMO, come on, jump in the car. We're gonna go for a ride." I want to get this right. I do this by how long his hair was. That's how I can find it in my
I think
favorites.
it's back.
That way?
Yeah.
No, I think right here.
Oh, you're right.
So we go to check on her Malvasia to see if it's ready. And then this is my son.
Candy.
Yeah. Right. Are they delicious? Hold on. You gotta see this. He's so funny. Yeah. Are they delicious?
I like candy.
He's got his water gun.
No.
Malvasia?
Oh my God, how old is he there?
3 or 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the grape monster.
He's
adorable.
He's a super taster.
The grapes.
Thank you.
He would come and just.
But then we do our Syrah as a field blend with Malvasia because we think it's more interesting than Viognier.
Oh, yeah.
And a little more moody and more like orange. I hesitate
marmalade.
to say
Like peel?
masculine,
Like,
but
yeah.
like orange marmalade. And it still has the lift, but it's not as
And it
bright.
ripens.
It's
as,
not as-
and then they
the same-
ripen. Yeah, it's
yeah.
perfect.
It really is.
But then we picked the Syrah like a month or two, maybe a month later from this video. And he's picking out the Malvasia grapes. And he's like, this is the same grape from when we went with Allison. And I was like,
Super taster.
okay.
Wow.
Whoa.
So,
And I just like got all proud and like, are they delicious? Allison's like, that was actually kind of amazing.
so Jameson, future winemaker?
Once he's done his stint in Vegas.
Oh, yes. yes.
Yeah.
I want to
He
give
has
him, I
another
really want to
calling,
give him
I
the
think.
opportunity.
What is his other calling?
DJ.
DJ.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
DJ.
You said that. Oh, right.
Or just jail. I want to let him go, and then I'll bring him back.
Bring him. Yeah.
It's meant to entertain people.
Yeah.
He's an entertainer.
Thank you guys so much. This has been amazing.
you.
Thank you.
I'm so glad we
Thank you,
did this.
Allison.
It's been incredible.
It all worked out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. I told her at 10 o'clock last night that she was coming.
Oh, wow.
Well, I
Okay.
asked. I asked.
She did ask.
I invited.
I can't say no to her. Nobody can say no.
I was like,
not.
I called
Of
her once.
course
I was like,
not.
do you want to meet me in France real quick? We're going to go to Cheval Blanc. She was like, yeah, I just have to be back for my kids' play. I was like, yeah, you just get off the plane. We'll do the thing. You'll get back on the plane. She's like, great. I'll see you in a minute. She just always shows up. And we had a great time.
We had a great time. It was a
And we
really
got
good
one of the
40
highest
hours.
compliments I think you can ever be given by a French winemaker, especially at Cheval Blanc.
Yeah.
We put a Petit Verdot on the table, and they were both like,
Petite Verdot. I've never seen
aw, you guys are so cute. Aw, you go. And then we drank it, and he goes, It was like highest compliment.
There you go. There you go.
There you go.
this. This is not bad.
This is not this is
bad.
not funny.
Yeah.
This is not a funny one.
Uh-huh.
I was like, well, thank you, sir.
There you
Thank
go.
Can I live here? Can I have your once used barrels that you used to give to Charlie?
How did that work out? No. Not yet.
Thank you.
Not yet.
Let's do a toast. Cheers.
Yes.
Cheers to you. Cheers to
Cheers. Cheers to y'all.
And what are you guys looking forward to in
Yeah,
the new
what are you
year?
looking forward to?
You go.
Oh gosh,
I'm having trouble right now.
Really hope.
I am. I'm having trouble. I'm really scared. But you go.
Yeah.
No, it is a scary time.
Hold me.
I hope that we still have democracy and individual rights,
And reproductive rights for all.
reproductive rights. Yes.
I'm telling you.
I just hope that we get tired of being shitty as a collective. I hope that we realize it just doesn't feel good and it doesn't work and it's more work than it's worth. And I always hope for people to be seen because I love watching people get seen. I love watching that. I love being able to provide that. And I love feeling seen. So, and I hope that, you know, this vintage is as good as I think it is.
2024 vintage.
2024 vintage. A toast to the 2024 vintage.
Oh!
We're good.
It didn't break.
It didn't break.
Mine broke your microphone, but the wine's still fine.
The wine's still 2024
I look forward to
vintage.
wordsmiths,
Wine and word shop.
wine and word shop, and snack pairings.
Snack bear.
Come on.